Kaya terus banyak tapi biasa sama banyak tak kuda tu ya riwa di kuda pada kuna. Kuna ka ayat tak ke koi nak kuna cai rupa kai Puerto Rico nasional tak baca. Kai kuda sutik ni kaje terefi. Ilang mata rumus utang kita pengoncis cai tak ke sutik ni Latino America. Uya itu socis.
Kan kunapa? Soy lo que dejaron, soy todas las obras de lo que se robaron, un pueblo escondido en la cima, mi piel es de cuero, por eso aguanta cualquier clima, soy una fábrica de humo, mano de obra campesina para tu consumo, frente de frío en el medio del verano, el amor en los tiempos del poder, mi hermano, soy que nace y el día que muere, con los mejores atardeceres, soy el desarrollo en carne viva, un discurso político sin saliva, las caras más bonitas que he conocido, soy la fotografía de un desaparecido, la sangre dentro de tus venas, soy un pedazo de tierra que vale la pena una canasta con frijoles, soy Maradona contra Inglaterra anotándote 2 goles, soy lo que sostiene mi bandera, la espina dorsal del planeta en mi cordillera, soy lo que me enseñó mi padre, el que no quiere a su patria no quiere a su madre, soy América Latina, un pueblo sin pierna pero que camina, oye.
Tú no puedes comprar el viento, tú no puedes comprar el sol, tú no puedes comprar la lluvia, tú no puedes comprar el calor, tú no puedes comprar las nubes, tú no puedes comprar los colores, tú no puedes comprar mi alegría, tú no puedes comprar mis dolores, tú no puedes comprar el viento, tú no puedes comprar el sol, tú no puedes comprar la lluvia, tú no puedes comprar el calor, tú no puedes comprar las nubes, tú no puedes comprar los colores, tú no puedes comprar mi alegría, tú no puedes comprar mis dolores.
Tengo los lagos, tengo los ríos, tengo mis dientes pa' cuando me sonrío, la nieve que maquilla mis montañas, tengo el sol que me seca y la lluvia que me baña, un desierto embriagado con peyote, un trago de pulque para cantar con los coyotes, todo lo que necesito. Tengo a mis pulmones respirando azul clarito, la altura que sofoca. Soy las muelas de mi boca, mascando coca. El otoño con sus hojas desmayadas, los versos escritos bajo la noche estrellada. Una viña repleta de uva, un cañaveral bajo el sol en Cuba. Soy el mar Caribe que vigila las casitas, haciendo rituales de agua bendita, el viento que peina mi cabello. Soy todos los santos que cuelgan de mi cuello, el jugo de mi lucha no es artificial porque el abono de mi tierra es natural.
Tú no puedes comprar el viento, tú no puedes comprar el sol, tú no puedes comprar la lluvia, tú no puedes comprar el calor, tú no puedes comprar las nubes, tú no puedes comprar los colores, tú no puedes comprar mi alegría, tú no puedes comprar mis dolores, no se puede comprar el viento, no se puede comprar el sol, no se puede comprar chuva, no se puede comprar el calor, no se puede comprar las nubes, no se puede comprar los colores, no se puede comprar mi alegría, no se puede comprar mi dolor, no puedes comprar el sol, no puedes comprar la lluvia. Mi amor, buscando mi amor. El sol no puedes comprar mi vida, mi tierra no se vende.
Pero con orgullo, aquí se comparte, lo mío es tuyo. Este pueblo no se ahoga con marullo, y si se derrumba, yo lo reconstruyo. Tampoco pestañeo cuando te miro, para que te recuerdes de mi apellido. La operación Cóndor invadiendo mi nido. Perdono, pero nunca olvido, oye.
Vamos caminando, aquí se respira lucha. Vamos caminando, yo canto porque se escucha. Vamos dibujando el camino. Aquí estamos de pie. ¡Que viva la have been of me? What would have been of my life? Those questions torment my soul and my heart, because every time I call home, I hear the song through the phone. It calls me, telling me to go back home. It calls me, telling me here you won't be alone. But that only brings sorrow, because I can't go home. I'm trapped and tied to someone else's home, feeling like I don't belong. I can't understand their song. It doesn't call my soul. Why would I do this to myself in my home? Maybe if I didn't, I'd still have the ones I call my own, the ones that love and listen to the words I call my own. But instead, I'm here in the cold, stuck in an economic game that holds me hostage from my home. I miss my land, my people, my culture. I miss the sand, the sun, El Yunque. I feel so sad, so lost, so helpless. What do I do without my loved ones? What do I do where I'm not welcomed, where I'm a fetish and not a person? What do I do in a land of cold selfishness? I wanted to change the experience, but I don't want this loneliness that drowns me. Deep, so deep into this lifeless whole sorrow. I don't feel accepted, from my own disconnected. I miss my mom, my brothers, my best friend. I miss the chance of finding love with a mulato full of sabor. I feel helpless, I feel trapped. I feel like a bird with clipped wings in a golden cage. It doesn't matter how much I get. I miss my jungle and my true bed. I long to fall asleep to the sound of my coquis. I want to stand in between my warm beaches and my fresh mountain breeze. I hate the chance of my descendants not having the joy of being raised as I did. I don't want to tell my kids about cookies. I want cookies to be their lullaby, because twinkle, twinkle, little star is not good enough for the children of my island. And now I just want to go back in time so I can have again the chances I left on my island, on my home. But I fear. I fear the outcome and the consequences. I fear failure and disappointment. I don't want to be another number in this corrupted system. I want to go far, and I want to be glorious. I just didn't know that my wings would be the price of my decision. Now that I'm far away, I want to go back home, but I lost all I had there, and there's nothing for me back home. I had a future, and now I don't. I just have memories that haunt my soul, because they're so beautiful that I want more, but I can't. Because somebody sold me the American dream, and I was naive, so I signed up. I just didn't know that my wings would be the price of my decision. I cry myself to sleep because I hurt all over my soul, and it doesn't matter how many strangers surround me. Nothing like the people of my island. What is going to be of myself? I'm just a wingless bird in a trapped land of selfish, hungry cats. I just want my mom to hug me like before. I just want my friends and the long nights of laughter. I just want the beach, the sun, the heat. I don't want this cold. But what do I do if my wings are already gone? I guess now I'm just on my own.
Hey, I just wanted to say thanks for letting me stay over tonight.
Of course, I said anyone who wanted to stay tonight.
I know, but
Nina. Billy. Do you want to watch another movie or switch to an episode?
I think I'm going to TV right now.
Understandable. Hey, do you think everyone enjoyed themselves? Like, do you think everyone had a good time?
And by everybody, do you mean Jamie?
Oh, Jamie, what?
Don't think I couldn't notice that you couldn't keep your eyes up at them all night.
Shut up!
Ha! I knew it!
Okay, maybe I do have a small crush on Jamie. At least it's not as bad as you when you were a crush on Olivia.
Don't bring Olivia into this meeting. I'm interrogating you about your crush, not the other way around.
Fine. I guess I'll be a good friend and stuff.
Thank you. Hey, do you still have a crush on Holly?
I guess it's more that I think she's cute than anything. How about you?
Andre. I've always thought Andre was cute.
Really? I never would have pegged you for someone who's like Andre.
Why's that?
I guess it's because you have a very particular type. Everyone that you've ever told me that you liked has had a particular style and look to them. If anyone, I think you'd like Trina. You seemed like best friends for a while.
We were.
But now you seem to be avoiding her. Is there a reason why?
No, we just grew apart.
Oh. That sucks.
Yep. How about anyone else? Do you like anyone else? How about Drew? Everyone seems to like him.
True. Definitely not. Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Well, when I was little, Look, it's not like I could consent to him putting his... It's not like I could consent to him putting his... I was little, I didn't know what it was. I mean, I had a feeling. And it's not like he touched me. I just didn't know what it was. It's just... You can't do that to someone when they're 7 and you were like fucking 13. That's disgusting.
Not okay. bunch of our mutual friends went to Pride this year, and we were having a lot of fun, and eventually it was just me and her. She turned to me and she began talking to me about us. And at the end, she didn't ask, she more demanded that we kiss. I didn't want to, but she was my friend. I should give this to her, right? So I did. She didn't want to stop, but I never wanted to start.
And I can say no. Because I won't forget.
Hey, I need you both to sit down. I need to talk. I love you. If either of you ever get pulled over, please remember what I say. If you hear the sirens behind you, pull over and stop the car. Roll down your window and turn off the car. Place the keys on the dash. If you're wearing a hat or hoodie or anything obstructing your appearance, take it off. Try to take out your license and registration before he gets out of the car and place those items on the dash as well. If you can't do that before he gets out, place your hands on the dash where he can see them. You don't want to make him nervous in any way. Keep your hands on the dash until he arrives. If he asks for these things, take them out slowly so he doesn't suspect you're pulling out a weapon. Stay calm. Speak to him in a respectful tone and do not argue with him. Follow his instructions. Remember not to make any sudden movements that should give him reason to. And remember, I will always love you.
On units, we have shots fired in the vehicle in question from Cambridge, last in Erie, Dexter Ave. Any units to assist in Watertown. That's one officer, Dexter Ave, reported shots fired as officers runs up the vehicle. K-22 in Dexter, they have explosives, some type of grenades.
Secure the door and windows and await further instructions. If the door does not lock, barricade the door with tables and chairs. If you are in a corridor, go into the closest office not already secured and lock or barricade the door and windows. Close curtains or blinds where possible. Stay away from windows and doors. Stay low and quiet. Cell phones should be put on quiet or vibrate mode. Follow instructions from emergency personnel only. If the fire alarm is activated, remain where you are and await further instructions from emergency personnel. This may be an attempt to draw you out by the assailant. Media reports may be unreliable. Follow instructions from police at all times to avoid harm and ensure the best possible response. For their own safety, emergency personnel must initially consider all individuals as potential threats. Do not make non-essential calls. Do not open the door once it has been secured until you are officially advised all clear or are certain it is emergency response personnel at the door. Do not use or hide in washrooms. Do not travel down long corridors. Do not assemble in large open areas. Do not call 911 unless you have immediate concern for your safety, the safety of others, or feel you have critical information that will assist emergency personnel in the response. Lock down, lock down, lock the door. Shut the lights off, say no more. Go behind the desk and hide. Wait until it's safe inside. Lock down, it's all done. Now it's time to have some fun.
In May of 1967, my dad received a phone call from the hospital. My mother had passed away at the age of 39. She died from kidney failure. 3 days before I was to receive my confirmation. I was 13 years old. My grandmother came to live with my dad and I for a while to teach me how to do the cooking, the cleaning, and the laundry. My dad worked nights to support the two of us. When I came home from school, there was a note on the table saying that he did not finish all the errands, that I would have to finish them during the day. So I would prepare the meals, prepare the meals for us. He would come home, and then we would talk for a while and discuss about things, and he would go back to work.
Good evening. I have asked for this radio and television time tonight for the purpose of announcing that we today have concluded an agreement to end the war and bring peace with honor in Vietnam and in Southeast Asia.
When I finished my homework, I would turn on the TV. I can recall this particular Friday night. I just turned the TV on ABC to watch a program. 5 minutes into the program, there was a a message across the screen. It said, "We interrupt this regularly scheduled program to bring you a live report from Vietnam. I observed live footage of helicopters being shot down and U.S. soldiers being killed as fast as they could turn the channel."
The following statement is being issued at this moment in Washington and Hanoi. At 12:30 Paris time today, January 23, 1973, the agreement on ending the war and restoring peace in Vietnam was initialed by Dr. Henry Kissinger on behalf of the United States and Special Advisor Lee Duc-Tho on behalf of the Democratic Republic of Vietnam.
After I observed what was on television, I was scared to stay in my house. I waited till my dad got home at night from work, and we would discuss what I observed on the television. And he would explain to me why we were in a war and it was all the bloodshed. And every night before I'd go to bed, I would pray that the killing would end.
We shall continue to aid South Vietnam within the terms of the agreement, and we shall support efforts for the people of South Vietnam to settle their problems peacefully among themselves.
On my dad's vacation and on my summer break, we would go traveling. No destination at all, just get in the car and go. It was good to see the change of scenery. On the second half of my summer break, I would go to Maine and pick blueberries with my grandparents. It was a good experience for me, and I also earned some money to buy new school clothes.
And finally, to all of you who are listening, the American people, your steadfastness in supporting our insistence on peace with honor has made peace with honor possible. I know that you would not have wanted that peace jeopardized.
And there was Woodstock. Imagine, 3 days, over 500,000 people of different cultures and races could get along. That was peace and serenity.
For those who died and for those who lived, let us consecrate this moment by resolving together to make the peace we have achieved a peace that will last. Thank you, and good evening.
When I graduated from high school at the age of 18, I signed up for the draft to go into service rather than going to college to serve my country. But with my birth defect, I got angry and mad, angry and helpless. But by now, President Nixon and the foreign leaders were discussing a ceasefire to end the war. I'm retired, and I look back and I wonder till this day.
up in the north, where the people are living free. That's where I'm gonna go. Mountains and green valleys calling us home. Can you feel the land calling us home? Well, I am what I am. I don't care what they say. I am of these people who could never sell our mother away. I once had a homeland where I wandered free. Now there are walls where the forest I lived in used to be. Here's the king of the gypsy. To the king of the gypsy. To the king of the gypsy. To the king of the gypsy. Well, I am